And we back like broad straps. We taking a look at Michael Jordan today, Ohio State. This was a Patreon request that made sense. I was doing offensive line. My patron said, "Let's watch Michael Jordan from Ohio State." Sure, let's watch him. He's going to be an interior player. He's playing center here. He's listed as a guard. I think he played guard in 2017 or something like that. I'm looking at his center film. I got 2 games here. One's Michigan. Forgot the other one. So let's start here with Michael Jordan here. We're going to see him inside zone block, get to the second level, boom, boom, boom. He's going to get to Devin White right there. Devin White's a little bitty dude, so Michael Jordan as an offensive lineman, by the time you get to Devin Bush, I want you to knock Devin Bush out right there. I want you to deliver a blow there. A lot of film I see on Mike, he ain't really delivering blows. He moves his feet sometimes. He engages, he catches from time to time, but I kind of want him to kind of strike this cat, like strike Devin Bush right now, because Devin Bush is small. But let this run just a little bit. I got a lot of stuff to say about Michael Jordan, and it ain't necessarily the best friendly stuff in the world, but I wish he was a little more mean, a little more aggressive, proactive with his feet when he find himself in situations. I want him to keep his feet moving, opposed to like leaning and things like that. I'm gonna show y'all some examples of that. As an interior player, I mean, he's solid when he has the opportunity to combo with people. But he's a center, so he's supposed to be good when he's comboing with people. You know what I mean? But yeah, he'll just kind of catch somebody and he'll just kind of ride the little wave with him, and that's okay. I mean, that's solid. It's pretty average. It's not top tier or nothing like that. My only gripe about it is that people are contacting me and calling him like the best guard or one of the best interior players, or that he's up there. I think he's a solid player. I don't necessarily think he's up there. Like on this reach block right here, right? If you got to reach a 0, this the easiest reach block for us, right? If we're gonna outside zone run to the right, this should be the easiest reach for us because he's right in front of you. It ain't like you got to reach this 2 or this B guy player here. Some guys can do it. Bradbury can do it. Guys like that. I've seen Elgin Jenkins be able to do it from time to time. I want you to be able to do that if you're going to be considered one of the top interior players. I'm looking at Michael Jordan as a center, but whatever. But he's gonna do this outside zone step. Not the best outside zone step, but you should be able to get your head on this on the left shoulder of 50 here, right? Because we're outside zone blocking, and you should be so outside of him that you should pass him along to your left guard here. But you never really got all the way outside. And I'm not ready to call him unathletic. I don't want to call him that. We'll take a look at the combine and see, but this should be an easy reach block for us. But 50 got to your outside hip though. It is what it is. We'll keep watching and make some determinations. Pretty solid block here. Take a look at him. He's at the center spot. Being able to kind of work his hips and move his feet in the opposite direction in which he started. It's kind of a rough thing to do, but he kind of pulled it off right here. He's going to step left, left, left. 2 is going to cross his face. Now he's got to come back and step right, right, right. And what we're looking for is, can you get your hips up under him? Can you get your hips from his right to his left side? And you basically did. We got a little boom, got a little helpful bump right there. Boom, a little helpful bump, but you were able to handle your block and seal it. So, positivity there for Michael Jordan. I took a look at this play and it kind of gave me a question mark about him dealing with like length and power. Take a look at him at the center spot here. Kind of gave me the idea about him dealing with length and power. 90 kind of got his hands inside. Luckily, the ball was going quick there, but 90 got his hands inside and kind of pushed him back a little bit, right? Okay, well, that's one thing. That's something that happened. And then the play after this play, he reached and didn't cross that dude's face neither, but that ain't what we're talking about. And we get to this play here, and we kind of see the same thing from him, right? a little bit of length and power with bull rushing, right? Now there are ways that we can deal with bull rushes. You know, we could either be strong or we could slowly pop our feet and not just walking backwards. He kind of gets walked back a bunch, you know. It's whatever, you know, 90 might be a strong dude. Who knows, you know. But I would like to just see him drop his butt a little bit. You know, if he just lowers his hat and, you know, pop his feet, he'll be able to deal with this bull rush a little better. But check my man's out right here. Check out your right guard right here, right? Check him out. Check him out. See how he kind of flexes his hips to deal with that bull rush, and the bull stopped. The bull rush stopped right at this line here. And might kind of get pushed back way back there, right? You know, I'm not looking for stuff to nitpick at. You know, I just kind of want him to deal with these things a little better, but we'll see. Here's another example of you know, just his reachability. I thought it was just, you know, like maybe a one-time thing, but I really think he has a hard time moving and reaching, you know. Combine's going to help. Combine's going to help us figure all this out. But yeah, man, get to 50. Get to 50, you know. Get to 50. You know, he's a one tech, and 50 still relatively stays inside of his guard. So he should be able to get there. And if not, then we're just gonna evaluate him as a guy that, you know, that's not really moving that well. I'm not ready to make a bold proclamation and say that he can't move well, but I just saw a handful of those clips of him reaching or trying to reach people, and he doesn't move very well. Now, when he has help from his guards, he's good to go. Yeah, man, his feet get kind of heavy. First of all, let me say this. Take a look at your right guard here, right? Defender's going to cross his face. I want to show y'all how this right guard deals with defenders crossing his face. Take a look at him. Take a look at him. Across his face, he's going to bring his hips. He's going to run with him, right? We're looking at number 2 right here. Let me move this slowly for y'all. Number 2 is on the outside gap of this guard here. He's going to cross this guard's face. Take a look at this guard's footwork now, right? He's engaging, and he's going to keep those feet moving, and he stays in front of number 2, right? That's good stuff by us. You take a look at Michael Jordan here. We're going to look at a guy cross his face. Number 12 is going to cross his face, all right? Same as right over here, right? But when 12 crosses Michael's face, Mike don't really move his feet. Mike just kind of leans there. And he moves his feet afterwards, but it's too late now. You know, 12 on your back hip now. Once again, luckily Haskins got rid of the ball quick. You know, got those crossing routes on deck that we talked about. He eventually crossed his feet, but he crossed too late. So maybe it's a laboring task to get those feet moving from him. I don't know, but feet are a big deal. You know, as an offensive lineman, you know, I like my guys to be able to move a little bit. And just based on what I'm seeing, you know, he ain't moving that well. Now, will he fix this? Sure, he can. You know, when he gets to the league and some offseason situation gets to him, will he have a better go at it? Positively, absolutely. But his feet look a little heavy. Mike just gets stood up right here. Here go Mike at center. He just got to get stood up right there. YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that's subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. Yeah, man, so I just let this run and talk about it, man. You know, I think I got a good idea of the player. Let's take a look at this play. Let's just see what he does here. I think I got a pretty good idea of the player, man. I don't want to use the S word with him. But he could probably be a little more angry, a little more pissed off and tenacious, you know. You know how we look at some players, they're looking to finish, they're looking to thump and, you know, deal with people, you know what I mean? I don't really see a whole bunch of that from young Michael Jordan. Let's watch him on this play. Let's see what he does. He just snaps and okay, cool. Yeah, man. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. And I know every year there's a player there's a fan from that school that's saying, "Yo, Voch, you're wrong about Michael Jordan." Yeah, whatever. Okay, look at his feet right here, man. Look at Mike's feet, man. he's picking them up and moving them, kind of, sort of. He's dealing with the whatever. I ain't finna get into that. But yeah, man, there's gonna be some Ohio State fan in the chat box somewhere, in the comment section somewhere, and they're gonna get on a soapbox about Michael Jordan, and then whoever drafts Michael Jordan, they're gonna say, hey, he played well in the preseason. Oh, that's whatever. That's fine. These things happen, but the film I'm looking at, it ain't working for me. All right, Michael Jordan. So Matt Miller has him as his number one guard. Hey, man, salute to Matt Miller. I don't have a bad thing to say about him, all right? But, yeah, those are my thoughts. And I'll do, like, player rankings, like towards the end of the season or towards the end of the offseason or whatever, like closer to May. Well, pardon me, the draft's in April. So, like, in the beginning of April or so, I'll be doing position rankings or whatnot. So, I'll tell you what I think of them. I'll tell you what I think of them then. But until then, man, hey, it's Voch Lombardi, man. I appreciate y'all. This was a Patreon recommendation or whatnot. So if you're subscribed to the Patreon and you have a request, pardon me, that's what I was looking for, a request. If you're a patron subscriber and you want to give a request, leave it through Patreon so I know it's real. If you're successfully logged in, then go into the Patreon and leave it on my wall there, and I'll just talk to y'all when I see y'all there. But hey, man, join my Discord, like the video or whatever. If you disliked it, if you're an Ohio State fan that's gonna vouch for Michael Jordan and you disliked it, you can hit that button too. That's what it's there for. Look at Michael Jordan right here. Michael Jordan. Okay, cool. Yeah, subscribe and all that. Hit the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. Y'all hold it down for the Doski, Woski, the Peasky, Whiskey is free. And all right, Mike. Salute, man.